Hey there, how's it going? I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is I'm going to start a new character and do basically a speed run to Omega for an alpha only, starting fresh. So if you want to get involved in the Plex market and start harassing whales from down in the freelands, we're going to do that together. And basically anytime I'm playing this character, I will be videoing, like recording and talking through what I'm doing, and just not necessarily grinding, because grinding bad, but just hanging out and having a good time. Because I tried to do a structured and organized approach to developing missions and creating, a campaign. But DriveThruRPG actually, when they got back to me, they were saying no. So it's not live on there. I am going to still publish Operation Ignition. I'm just not going to charge for it. Even then, I was saying pay what you want, but if they don't want their cut, that's fine. If you guys want to donate, I'll do a coffee link or something on the actual Google Drive where I host everything. But yeah, I'm going to set up a drive and start fresh, I guess. I don't know. It's not like the dollar is going to be worth anything in the next year or so anyway. It's going to be pretty precipitous when things start to fall apart, as they already have to some extent. But what do I know, man? The market can remain irrational a lot longer than you can remain liquid. I'm going to draw a lot from my experience as an officer from my time in the Air Force, but specifically my time going through the Air Force Academy. One of the things that they had, for not necessarily obvious reasons, but for very specific reasons, was they had their cadets memorize quotes, memorize famous quotes from different military leaders, with the hopes that those sort of bold-face, emergency, you need to know this information ideas would stick. But really all it did was teach people different ways to use mnemonic devices and mimetic shorthands for being able to recite things on command, which ritual repetition does not constitute meaning, ritual repetition does not constitute meaning, ritual repetition does not constitute meaning, ritual repetition does not constitute meaning. The favorite quote for most folks was, "You are always on parade," was George Patton's quote. Now, I am not a huge fan of Patton, just in general. The general himself is more concerned with looking good than being good. He was a bit of a tyrant, and I laugh at tyrants. I was more a fan of Marshall and some of the other head honchos around World War II. It's the same reason I've got beef with Boyd and some of the other aviation thinkers. Big fan of Doolittle and his but that's neither here nor there. But I bring up Patton's quote, "You are always on parade," for what it represents. I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't shaved today, and I neglected to shower. I had a pretty lazy morning, despite getting what it felt like a lot done up until lunch, when it became apparent that, it doesn't matter how hard you work, and in fact, the harder you work, the less you get paid. So I'm done working. I'm done working hard. I am going to play with the fruits of my labor from here on out. I'll still have the old videos posting on the daily routine, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep up that daily content routine thing going on. Really, I just want folks to have a venue where they can explore New Eden and find play. Now, of these three accounts, Crimson King is my main and my favorite, but I think I'm going to kill the middle one, mostly because Amarr. Bleh. I'm not a big fan of Amarr just in general. They tend to be a bit of a parody. But I've never built a Caldera character, and so we're going to delete Crimson Kin and Taro Industries and start fresh. Are you sure you want to delete this character? I am. Oh, several days later, if you have confirmed you want to delete it. Alright, well, shoot. Then I guess Endless Horizons is who we'll be playing. I've got to leave the corporation for her to delete her. Dang. And that's been my day. You try and do a thing, and it gets foiled immediately. With, like, no negotiation. There's just walls. Plenty of walls, but not a roof to be found. Except for this shelter, which is nice. But c'est la vie. So I'm logged in as Endless Horizons. And there's a whole bunch of, like, in the events page, there's a bunch of little red dots that'll pop up along here. Mostly, they're just meant to get your eyes on things that will allow you to spend money. Because the game wants you to pay for the game to exist. And the devs would much rather have you pay than play, it seems sometimes. Like, for example, purchase Omega for late claim. That's just a nice little gee whiz. You can go grab these extra things. But considering most of those extra things are only really useful if you're a whale, kind of defeats the purpose. Now, there's newcomer training, and you're welcome to do that if you are, in fact, a newcomer, and it's good experience. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go and make as much ISK as humanly possible as quickly as possible. You get a lot of skill chips and the like out the gates, but you don't really need them to have a good time. What we're going to do, this character is currently posted up in Orion. We are going to drop all of our goodies off and go to the Freelands ITC. Because the first thing we want is a boat that'll actually do things. Now, the Velator itself is a pretty good ship. It's got 270 meters cubed, which really ain't much cargo space, but you don't need much when you ain't got much. Especially if you roll your own. It's always cheaper to roll your own, to not necessarily own the means of production, but engage with them. It's a lot more secure than relying on logistics, external logistics, especially supply chains and the like, especially if you don't know where the lettuce comes from, for example. I say as I am engaged with some delicious cherry Coke. Alright, so our goal is 170 plex, as quickly as humanly possible. Most folks would do the combat route. They would speed things along, spend money, and rush. We're just going to take our time. And, like, it's going to be a lot more active and intensive, because we're going to do it not necessarily the easy way. First thing I want to do is get to the nearest ITC. Now I have set autopilot for Istidard from this list, which is found right here. See ya? If you go into the market page, that's the fastest way to the nearest ITC. You don't have to bookmark ITCs. It helps, especially if it's one that you frequent. But we're just going to slow boat. We're going to cruise. And as we cruise, let's explore this character a bit. I have no skills. None in queue. She's got a cool little halo thing going on. Endless Horizons. That was the class motto for the class of 2011 up until we got our exemplar, Robin Olds, of the Air Force Academy. And as you can see, she ain't done nothing. I got 20 commendations available, nothing in the wallet, 20,000 ISK ready to spend. And we're going to spend that 20,000 ISK on our first module. Now, for new players, there's a whole bunch of tutorials you can jump through to familiarize yourself with the controls. But really, the biggest thing that you need to understand is how to interact with the map. This star chart is huge and complicated and intimidating and very scary. And depending on where you are in the galaxy, it can be really confusing, especially closer into the core, where there's a lot of overlap but not a lot of cross connection. It's great if you have a Sun Chaser engine, which you get eventually. But as you're first starting out, no such luck. No options. So we're going to go along from Orion to Haraka, from Haraka to Illimar, to Atlar, to Odalulf, and then to Istidard. Now, Istidard's a really cool ITC for a number of reasons. Biggest being, it actually has pirates in system. You can rat in Istidard, drop off your modules, scrap them if you want, or sell them straight. It's literally just 1-to-1. You don't have to jump over from another system. And if I remember right, here, when you select the system itself, and then you go into the solar system, you can zoom in and see how many stations it has. And that's huge. Every one of those stations is a box that you can organize your stuff with. I know that doesn't seem important, but there are whales out there who spend valuable ISK and real-world money on different hangars within the same station. They save nothing doing that. They save literally no ISK doing that, because the regional delivery system is based on jump distance. 20,000 ISK tops for a million trit. It's based also on like the value of the goods you're moving, but if you've got the actual assets and you've got the ability to move them, you don't need to spend like, was it 10 million ISK a week or something stupid like that, which seems like chicken feed to some whale, but I don't know. Silly. This game is beautiful. I know it doesn't resonate, but like, look at the lighting, look at the ship itself, look at the skybox, the detail. It's a mobile game. Like, back in my day, we had Angry Birds and cartoons and like Subway Surfer and stuff like that. And here we have like EVE Online, but smaller and less granular, so much more accessible. In my opinion, far more fun. I can't do EVE Online. I'm too broke. I no longer have my battle station. I no longer have my good-paying government job because, well, reasons. But here is this universe that's accessible for free. It's really good. I wish more people played. But it's hard to, like, make your own story in such a big sandbox. Anyway, we've arrived at Istidard. Now I've only got 20,000 ISK, which is just enough to go into the market. And we're going to filter up here. Nope, that's search, excuse me. I don't want to search. This is difficult to do upside down and backwards. Where are you? There you are. Yes, I want local. Let me make sure I've got the right one. All items, regional cells. It's the third one down on the local filter. It looks like that. And the reason we're doing that is we buy local. Now, if you feed the machine at JITA, you're expediting like how quickly you can get whatever asset you're looking for, but you're paying whale prices. And as an alpha, you don't need that. You don't need to spend any ISK on anything that they have to sell. You can, and the player-run market is very efficient at seeking profits, but it's also upside down in a lot of ways. So Tech 9 gear, which is like the top end, is often much cheaper than say Tech 5 or Tech 7. This is why there's a bit of a wall between what alphas can do and what omegas can do. And there's this incentive for rent-seeking behavior that will strangle the game if left unchecked. And like, I'm probably too late to the party trying to get folks to play this game for free. And if it dies, it dies, but I did the best I could with what I had. Alright, so we've got here a Mark III miner. Oh no, that sucker is 47,700 ISK. My little Velotor can't afford that with the 20,000 that I get from the beginning. So what we're going to do is we're going to go kill things. We're going to go shoot rats. Now, pirates are dangerous because they like to shoot back. They don't want you to kill them. They want to live, even if they're not real. All right. Oh, and our I'm not used to having my filters. See all those sentry guns and things like that? A lot of that information is unnecessary and useless. So before we go and tangle with them, folks, we're gonna. Hey, what's up, Austin? Not necessarily. I'm starting a new character.
Like on your.
Yeah. You want to see?
Yeah, sure.
Here, have a seat.
I got a question.
Shoot.
So I'm trying to download some stuff to my phone.
Yeah.
Through iTunes, and I'm wondering if I could possibly utilize your computer to do so.
I don't know if Chromebook plays with iTunes, but
It's just an installer. You just have to install iTunes. That's it. And then to uninstall it after. Please. I'll be quick.
I'm 15 minutes into the video. Can it wait until later?
I mean, yeah.
Get like anyway, you can do it through your phone using like one of the coffee shops nearby. There's a lot of Wi-Fi.
No, it's like, so to explain it, Apple is locked the ability to download anything, like apps or anything, right? Is that like $58? I'm not asking you for $58.
Yeah, rent-seeking behavior. It's one of those things where like, hey, if you keep giving us money, we'll let you have everything that we say we gave you, which you don't actually own it. It's the same sort of thing like nobody owns homes. The people who have mortgages, the art that hangs on their walls is graffiti. Like if you stop paying the bank and they take away your shit, you don't actually own the shit in the first place.
Here's the thing.
So
I own everything.
Do you?
Right.
Can you listen to it?
I mean, hear me out. Okay, so
okay.
So I have, like, for this example, we're gonna use what I'm trying to download, which is Sons of Anarchy. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, good show.
So I own it, right? But I can't here's the roadblock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't download it through wireless because, like, it's kind of like. I mean, I understand. Yes, your analogy, sort of, right?
Yeah.
But I can bypass it.
Bypass it.
Through iTunes. I can go around the roadblock because I own it on iTunes, right? So I just hook up my phone USB, try to do it at the library. I can do it on this library, but this library is temporarily closed. But anyway, so if I hook up a USB, it like just shoots through that and it just sends it to my phone as if like your computer has it. You know what I mean? And then it just downloads. It's like.
And your tablet won't.
I don't know. Tablet, it's an iPad. I don't have like a. Yeah, I kind of need like a computer.
Why do you like Apple?
That's like a 45-minute conversation. But
I mean, I'm at 20 minutes in the show.
It's just a good product, man. I don't know. Android doesn't have like a store that I could buy like shows and stuff that I want, like Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, or Walking Dead. I was thinking about Walking Dead or Sons of Anarchy, and like kind of like on the fence. But Walking Dead's gonna take like 2 days.
Have you checked the library? Do they have either of those? I know they've got a lot of. I've been meaning to watch Demon Hunter.
Oh no, like you mean like borrow like the DVDs?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because then that's like I'm like here, hold this, but I need it back.
Yeah, no, you just pirate that. Yar. You copy that stuff.
That's totally illegal.
Oh, you wouldn't download a car, would you?
Hell no. Definitely not. But, yeah, so whenever you got time, that'd be super cool. And it won't take long. I just need, like, the internet, and then USB, iTunes, and then boom.
Basically everything I'm using right now.
Really?
Yeah, kind of.
That's what I'm saying, like, do your thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you gonna be in the rec room later? Watching?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I got you.
Thanks, bro. But how's the show going?
So I'm starting a new character, which means
how many subscribers do you have on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh.
Probably like a couple handfuls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The main thing is I want people playing this game because if folks don't come in to play the game, it will die.
Damn.
And like if it dies, cool. I just write new tabletops trying to catch the same thing. But like my favorite game is Elite Dangerous. And Eve Echoes is a really close second because it lets you play the same sort of fantasy, like a small fish in a big pond. You ever watch Firefly?
No.
I love Firefly. Star Trek, that kind of thing. Like any sci-fi, you can find a parallel within this game. Yeah.
Yeah. How many videos are you down right now? Like,
I think I've done 100 or so. I don't know. I can look all this up, but here. You were asking subscribers?
I want to see your count.
Orion's Belts, Orby Captain, 20 subscribers. And
do you get views? Nice.
Yeah. Not a lot, but enough.
Enough.
I
Consistent.
guess. The main thing I want to do is...
1.1.
Yeah, that was the magpie tree.
What's that?
There's this park up near 40th and Colorado that's closed off usually, but they don't lock the gate. And there's a tree in there that's just full of magpies.
What's a magpie?
They're kind of like a crow, but they've got the green tail feathers. They show up here in the UK and in Australia.
That's it.
Yeah, crows are all over the place. Ravens, corvids, crows, all over the place. But
Don't magpies attack you?
No, they steal things. They like shinies, but so do crows. You can actually train them to be friendly if you give them gifts and stay in an area long enough for them to get to know your face. And they're very smart. They're terribly smart.
Wow. What's the video?
It's just them singing in their tree. There were a bunch of young little babies.
Wicked.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. But like, if I wanted views, I'd just do that over and over again. Good people should just go outside. You know that, like, the river you were saying you want to go and hang out at. Like,
Waiting on you, man.
Yeah, I know. I want to save this game. It's just stupid because it's not real. And like, it's not...
I mean, you can still save the game at the creek.
Yeah.
You're running a hotspot, right?
No.
Your tablet has internet?
No. I'm recording this offline, and then I upload it at the library or coffee shop. The hotspot that I have is limited.
Right.
Like, I only have so much data per month, even though they say unlimited. Like, Mint is full of it. False advertising, but we live in a country where the law doesn't really matter anymore. Except when you're trying to sell something. Like, I tried to publish Operation Ignition, and DriveThruRPG was like, nah, we can't publish that because it's got third-party IP, which I'm a content creator for Eve Echoes. I'm Crimson King on there, like, as of a few years ago.
Oh, they, like...
Yeah, I was an official content creator.
Whoa.
Not that I don't think I am anymore. I didn't really jump through their hoops. I'm trying to save the game from them. Because they only build stuff for Omegas. For people who spend money, they only build content for those people, which is stupid. Because if the game is going to grow and survive and produce more money, you need to pull in new players, fresh meat, new blood, people who are interested in growing. Because those old whales, they've already got everything they want. And like, the content doesn't change at that scale. It's the same sort of slow grind, and like, you just delete pixels. It's like Galaga without the skill. Imagine if Galaga was cookie clicker.
You use a lot of terms that I'm not familiar with, but I'm following along slowly.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's a cookie cutter?
Cookie clicker is this game where you cook a clicky, you click a cookie and number go up. Every time you click the cookie, you eat one. And that's it. And the more you eat, the higher the number of cookies you ate is, or sold is. And eventually, like, you sell enough cookies that you can buy more stuff to make more cookies and have things do the clicking for you.
Like in, like the Capitalist game or whatever.
Yeah, Adventure Capitalist.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, they're fun.
I play Eggs. I play Egg Inc.
Nice.
That's my shit.
They're fun. They're good games. And like, they all prey on the same sort of dopaminergic pump that we psychologically have. It's the same sort of mechanism that gets people addicted to, you name the drug. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, caffeine, nicotine, whatever you're addicted to, it's preying on that dopaminergic pump.
It's scary.
And it's easy to do, too. All you need is a Skinner box style randomized reward schedule. Which I know that's a lot of big words, but basically you give treats, and you give fewer and fewer treats over time.
Yeah.
Until eventually, like, you probably don't give a treat except for maybe once a week, maybe once a month. And that one time is enough to, like, feel good for the whole period of time. Because it's already satiated. You don't need any more of that necessary thing. Like,
how old are you again?
37.
Yeah, you're pretty smart. Not that age has anything to do with, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah. Fuck, dude. Whoa.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I really like game design. I really like...
game design is cool. I like games, too. Just got, like, brain hurts. I've been out in the heat all day today. Walking to the library. Trying to fucking... I want to watch Sons of Anarchy.
You want to borrow my bike and take another run? There's a couple of libraries in town. I can look it up real quick and see
They're
which
all
one
gonna
has it.
What do you mean?
So...
No.
Let me just... We're already like...
I don't want to see the outside world again. And now I got denied my apartment too, like that I was gonna get through the VA.
That didn't go through?
Yeah, I gotta be like 65 or like scabbing and fucking picking at myself to get it. So I kind of have to go about the regular way.
Gross. Well,
Yeah, which is making me a lot more unmotivated about staying in Colorado, because that was the only thing that was gonna keep me here was like the 2 years of like an apartment for free. But at this point, if I'm gonna be fucking homeless in a shelter, I can be homeless in a shelter anywhere.
a lot of walls, not a lot of ceilings, not a lot of roofs.
I'm confused.
You just ran into a wall. You're looking for HUD bash, and then, sorry, bud, you ain't in need enough.
Right.
Even though you are a human being who needs food, clothes, medicine, shelter.
Right.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like the basic human stuff,
Yeah.
the tools for life.
What do you mean
Sorry,
ceilings though?
you don't have a roof.
A lot of walls, no roof.
Yeah, a lot of walls, nothing over your head. It's like a rat maze.
Right. So I mean, like, I could just get a job and save a bunch of money and fucking move into an apartment. Like, that's
Can you
not-
now? So here's the thing: minimum wage, 0 with extra steps.
What do you mean 0 with extra steps?
So let's say the minimum wage was 0, and like they didn't pay you anything to do whatever work you volunteered to do. Like that's volunteer work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, neat, whatever. Minimum wage, having that up at $20 and having the minimum wage in the first place is supposed to be the minimum required to live. The trouble is that's not pegged or associated with the cost of living for anything. So like, let's say you need your basic human needs, food, eggs for a real cheap protein source, rice for a real cheap starch, and then like the occasional fruits and veggies and like basic food stuff. The $20 an hour is not going to be able to afford rent to get you the fridge or the kitchen needed to prepare those goods. Like here in the shelter, you know how I had all those sandwiches earlier? I gave you one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you can't hold that stuff. The fresh food needs to stay fresh. I can't throw that in the fridge without a medical waiver.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff in the glass jars, I can't keep that because glass is,
You
know,
have to make it all on the spot.
right. And then you have to dish it out. Otherwise it goes to waste.
Right.
And the same is true for any sort of situation where you don't have a roof or a way to actually take advantage of the resources that you purchase. So most of them go bad. It's terribly expensive to be poor. Like you can't afford to be poor. It's a rigged game. It doesn't matter how hard you work at $20 an hour. If all of that money goes,
Though.
huh?
I don't pay rent, so I mean, like, all that's pocketed.
If you don't pay rent.
I don't. And then, like, you know, save up the down deposit and
Okay. And then eventually you start what, renting, right?
yeah,
Okay. So all those savings, what happens with them?
goes into the apartment.
Right. So the rent-seeking behavior sucks the money out of your wallet no matter what you do.
Yeah.
You will never own a house.
No.
Now, the wealthy will own all of the houses, and they won't, you know,
I
share.
don't want to own a house. It's too much responsibility.
I do.
I like renting.
I mean, all right, let's say you get a tent. You will never own the ground
No.
where you will put the tent up.
Technically, I mean, you have to pay taxes. Property taxes.
For what? What property? We don't own anything anyway.
And if you buy property, you can get a tent, put the tent on the property, and pay property taxes. And considering the fact that you're getting a tent, I'd say property tax is probably like $300 to $500 a year. That's nothing. But yeah, I don't know. No, it's just like, fuck, dude. If I'm gonna do it this way, if I'm gonna do it here, I might as well do it somewhere else. Like, what's the silver lining to Colorado?
Community. You've got people that you can rely on to share resources with. Like all those sandwiches I made, there was no way for me to eat them individually, but that troop of kids that came in and ate them all.
Oh, wow, you fed some kids?
Well, yeah, the kids came in and ate them because the kids were hungry. They're growing. Like, they actually need the resources. Now, if someone else were to do the same thing every day of the week, there you go. You no longer need the shelter's supply.
What are you making?
So, I like to mix drinks. I don't drink alcohol, but I like to mix flavors. So this right here is mostly water, lime juice, what's it called? Mountain Dew, the Code Red stuff, like the cherry. They had like a watermelon flavor. And then I like cherry Coke. And it's all bad for you, but the main thing is to get the water delivered in.
Interesting.
Yeah. There was this, the greatest samurai of all time, Miyamoto Musashi.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of films and stories and things surrounding like how he lived. He wrote a book called The Book of Five Rings. It's a really short listen on audio. YouTube has a couple of folks who read through it, but yeah, basically, if you don't diversify, if you specialize too much and something goes wrong, like say you're Ireland and all you eat is potatoes and oh no, there's a potato famine, sorry bud, you got no way to survive. You've specialized to the point that you have no choice but to fall all the way down. And like that's kind of the situation we're looking at with the rich right now. They've specialized in the dollar, and ye old Tronald dump is actively trying to destroy the value of the dollar.
How so?
With the tariffs primarily, with reducing the amount of buying power the U.S. has abroad. So what happens is the dollar is worth less than, say, the euro overseas, which means we can't buy stuff from overseas. Now, we specialized our crops. We don't grow anything really. Our beef comes from south of the border, which, by the way, is tariffed. That's why, like, roast beef is super rare right now. Costs a lot. Mainly, we farm corn and soy and chickens. That's the big three. The next few years are gonna hurt for food.
You think so?
I know so. Like, this has happened over and over again in history, and like the rich are gonna get richer until they fall off. Hey, Tiffany, nice. There's folks who are not. Folks haven't been playing Monopoly enough. They don't recognize that every zero-sum game gets less fun the longer it goes, and the one person who wins at the end is a loser overall. Because life is a game of games.
So then, what's your goal in here then? Like being here?
So, let's say this financial collapse is a tsunami, a massive wave coming to just wreck everyone's shop. Just, oh no! If you go to high ground and try and like go above the wave, you're going to take it on the chin and directly in the face. So let's say I went back to killing people.
Okay.
Let's say I got another government contracting job and like focused on drone deployments or research and development or data analysis and software design for like the logistics and acquisitions routes to actually produce and procure drones. I'd make a lot of good money, but all that money would be worth nothing compared to the wealth of assets that like Elon and the other big players, the billionaires, have. Because there's a certain point where like you fall off. It doesn't matter how much you have. If all of that stuff is worth nothing, you're still at zero.
Mm-hmm.
So think of that financial collapse as a giant wave, a tsunami coming. My goal is to get underground and just like ride it out as low to the ground as possible and have it right over, and then swim to the surface for my life. And take as many people down under with me and then pull them back up. Like, that's the main reason why I'm at the shelter and not over where the good showers are.
You mean good showers?
There's a couple of secret spots up in northern Denver that have showers available.
That's it.
Yeah. Offices that people don't lock. There's a lot of buildings that people don't lock.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you look around, like, you'd be surprised what you can find. Most of the places that are abandoned, nobody actually checks those. Most of the places that have cameras posted, like, you can fuck around there. There's nobody that's going to stop you.
Right.
And if they do, you just leave and never come back. Or you leave before that period of time that you stayed there for. When I was out on the streets, that's how I got by. Everybody comes to these locations, these shelters, looking for security, but that actually just makes it less secure. If you go off on your own and you have the wherewithal to take care of yourself and to take care of those around you, it doesn't matter where you're at, so long as you trust the folks you're with.
True. You know, I'm a solo dolo kind of guy that relies on shelters. So I guess I'm less secure.
Well, I don't know. You used to be a cook, right?
I did.
So humans are the only animal that actually cooks its food. Like, that is a fundamental human pleasure, is the creation of food and the preparation of it. Like, you've saved more lives than most with the stuff that you made. You doing the Spider-Man thing, going out and being a hero for the kids. That's huge, dude. Like, there's a lot of...
It would be nice to capitalize on here in Colorado.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fucking... I don't know. A lot of walls, bro.
A lot of walls, not a lot of roofs. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, not driving me crazy. It's just... No, I guess it's driving me crazy, yeah. Fuck, dude. I have options, but... Fuck. I don't know. Now I gotta fucking think.
What do you...
Still probably gonna be lazy, but...
What do you do for fun?
Watch TV. That's why I'm like so content with this place. Just watch TV, sleep, smoke the occasional cigarette, sleep with my girlfriend every now and then. Only watch TV. That's about it. It's my peak of life.
What are you most afraid of?
Being bit by a rat, sleeping on the street. Shit sounds scary as shit. Gangrene, crack. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
That's pretty terrifying. I don't know. Most afraid of?
Yeah.
Failing completely in myself. Giving up. There you go. It's a fear.
It's a big one.
It's huge. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm sure gonna watch more TV and come up with a solution in about like 3 hours and then hopefully stick to it. I don't know, man. Fuck, dude.
Would you like to be afraid of that for the rest of your life, or would you like to challenge it and overcome that fear? Or some other third option, because nothing is ever so simple as A or B.
I don't know. This third option is shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. My motivation right now is so fucking low. This place has a way of draining. It's very draining, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Time flies faster around here. It's hot, it drains you, like, mentally, systematically. I don't know, man. I'm losing it. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like I'm on a hammock. And, like, yeah, it just feels like a hammock, but with the sun out. It's hot. Yeah. That makes sense? Right.
You're cooking.
I don't know about that. Standstill kitchen. There's no customers.
You're getting cooked. How's that?
That's more of a description. That's more of an accurate description right now. I don't know, man. I don't know, Gabe. We're still gonna play Magic. We haven't done that yet. We got into it and we had appointments.
Yeah.
And we got something to do tomorrow. What time are you trying to head out there?
So the actual event, I think, is 1, and it's in that basement. I'm going to get there a little early to see if I can work on my zine before then.
What's
So
the zine, the game?
I write this little zine. It's like 3 poems, 3 images, and then an advertisement for my writing called Contact. And I sprinkle it around Denver. Basically, everywhere I go, I give it away.
3 images, a poem, and an advertisement.
Yeah, 3 poems, 3 pictures, and an advertisement.
Can I see what it looks like?
Sure. I think I've got access to... Unfortunately, I gave them all away. So all I have is this rough draft. I don't want maps. I want my drive. Proxy printer, contact. So like there's some of the pictures, right? I basically go around looking for good graffiti. Contact, final for August. It's 8 pages, and then if you print them, so this is the back page. Everyone said,
We don't work for the library.
but we work at the library.
Life, liberty, love. If it kills, restricts, and hates, it is no longer government, it's tyranny.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah, so the Declaration of Independence, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Those are like the 3 fundamental human things, and like it's the role of a government to secure those things. You help people live, you help people, have access to basically what they want to do. You give them the freedom, liberty, and then you give them love, like the ability to pursue happiness. Any government that does not provide those things is no longer a government.
It's a tyranny.
It's a tyranny, yeah. We've traded kings for bureaucracy, for oligarchy, which, like, hey, that's improvement. Things are getting better, and they'll keep getting better. But oligarchy and regression.
There's a game?
Yeah, so there's this game called Contact that it's Hangman but better. It was like one of my favorite games.
Do people interact with your stuff?
Yeah.
How do you, it's like a QR code?
Yeah, well, there's a QR code to the website, or like YouTube, but there's also my email and stuff. Folks will send me messages.
Like what?
Hey, bud, I found this zine. Are you looking for people to submit? And like, I don't pay anything. I don't have anything to pay other than like laughter.
So it's like a Reddit?
It's a magazine. It's like a little zine.
Zine. Magazine.
Yeah. You get 100 free pages printed at the library every day. And so I print out a couple hundred of them, and then I fold them. And while I fold them, it gives me time to think and emotionally process and meditate. And that's usually when my best ideas, poems, adventures come. And then I use that to make videos. The zine feeds the videos, which feeds the zine, feeds the videos, and so on. And like my goal is to, build community here, but also build community online in space and try and make Eve Echoes survive. But it really is kind of dumb. I don't want to give up on it. I keep giving up on things that like
What's
I
the last
think
thing you gave up on?
my ex.
Besides that?
My ex, like I did the best I could. But that's one of those situations where if you're not allowed to agree and you're not allowed to disagree, you're not really allowed to exist.
So you're trying to follow through on this.
I'm just trying to live.
Exist.
Yeah, I want to create good stuff. I want to share my experiences with the world. Otherwise, like,
What's there for?
right, like, so my ex-wife, she is a force of nature. She is an amazing human being. And she's gone on all sorts of crazy adventures. She was this train hopper kid, crust punk, who went back and forth across the country multiple times. Mainly up into Alaska for the canneries up there, labor. And then down into New Orleans for the ships out there, the fisheries, labor. She was about as close to the ground as you get. But she's from Denver originally. She's kind of my hero, even though I was not a good husband to her.
That's good. You at least admit it.
It's the ghosts of girlfriends past, my dude. There are too many ghosts.
I have a lot of ghosts myself. But I do sleep calmly at night if given the opportunity. How is it?
It's good. Was it?
No, I was thinking about going to get a beverage.
My goal is to play the long game. Long tail. Now is the perfect time to create because creation comes from pain. Like the first song was the wailing of a child. Like this is something fundamental. Is you need an element of sorrow to produce joy of any stripe. You can have happiness, but happiness is easy and cheap, and like it's like getting your head pat or your belly rubbed. Gee, thanks, neat. But that's not sustainable. That's not love. I want to return the favor of my existence. Like I'm grateful to be alive, and I want to create things that help other people.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Interesting. That's cool. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
Yeah, kinda, not really, but mostly. I was an atheist for 22 years, so a lot of this stuff is still new to me.
Atheist?
Yeah.
It's not zodiac related. It's Christianity, like religion based. But now you're a Christian?
I don't know what I am. I'm kind of in everything. Like,
So you're like a Buddhist?
yeah, and Christian, and all the things. Like, they all point in the same direction.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah,
Jesus?
yeah. You name it. Kalima, Kalima.
I don't know who that is. Yeah.
It's all good stuff, man. It's all pointing in the same direction. The funny thing is like the folks who claim to be Christian don't even read the Bible. They don't give a shit about the things that they claim to give a shit about.
Right. Fallacy.
Yeah. Feed the poor, love thy neighbor, except you're not allowed to hold food or share food, and you're not allowed to give food to the locals. Okay, cool, neat. Godspeed, Pilgrim.
Yeah, this is a warped society for sure. I don't know, man.
It's so. What happens is this thing called mimetic crystallization.
Big words.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Memes are ideas, right? Like you've got water good. Pretty fundamental idea, right? Real basic.
Water is good.
Water is good. You need water. So let's say you spend all of your time in the water and you don't eat food, you just drink water. Is water still good?
No.
No. But like the truth, water is good. You believe in the truth, right? How dare you say water is not good? Drink up. Keep drinking. Do you feel intoxicated?
You need substance.
Yeah, you need substance. You need more than just water.
Right.
All right. So water and food is good. Cool. And that's all you believe in?
No.
No. The thing is the true ethic, the fundamental ideal for performance over the long haul is contextually dependent. It depends on where you are in time and space. If you're in the desert and you are thirsty as hell, water is great. And it'll taste sweeter than wine.
Right.
And you can go there anytime. Go where the water tastes like wine. You'll discover a lot more. But if you're, in a lake, in the middle of a lake, surrounded by good fish, and you start drinking lake water,
It's not good.
no. Sorry, bud. You
It's a lot
didn't.
of pee and poop.
Right. You didn't need that, first off. You didn't take care of it. Yeah. The true ethic is contextual. So sometimes, like the Christian path is the best path. And most times, generally, though most Christians don't actually try and be like Christ. They don't even try and be like his disciples. They try and be like businessmen. They peddle ideas. And that happens regardless of the religion. It could be Buddhism. There's plenty of folks who subscribe to Buddhism that, resorted to acts of terrorism or did the same sort of thing. Actually, a lot of Thich Nhat Hanh's followers have latched on to what was really wise and good writing, and they've turned it into like a cottage industry. Spend $3,000 to come meditate in the woods, when the woods are right frickin' there. You can walk to them. There's a park 2 blocks from where you live. Just go sit under a tree. It doesn't need to be a Bodhi tree. It doesn't need to have like lotus stencils or fancy Tibetan flags. Just enjoy your breath. You are alive for this brief moment. This brief and eternal moment if you pay attention. Which now we're getting into woo stuff,
Yeah.
which was I'm supposed to be talking about like, hey yo, this is how you kill bad guys in the cheapest ship in the game, and oh boy howdy, did you know that these ships are worth more than these ships? And if you kill them fast, the bad guys can't get you. But like, there's a lot of really good stuff and meditative practices available in just watching
Ethos?
numbers tick. Huh?
In Evos?
In Eve Echoes. It's, you know how like you like Stardew Valley because it's cozy, right?
Sort of now, not really. I mean, the farther you get into cozy, it's like I don't know, there's always like a next, you know? Like I could just farm, you know? And make like connections in the game. Have you ever played Stardew Valley?
Yeah, I picked it up because you recommended it.
You play it now?
Yeah, I got a character going. I'm on like day 5. I do a day a day.
What?
Yeah, I'm stretching it out. I'm like really savoring it, and it's really good. Like, most of the time, I'm just trying to remember where the hell I'm at. And like, okay, where do I go to talk to? How do you talk to Sebastian? That guy won't get out of his basement. He looks cool. They look cool. I don't know.
Sebastian? I don't talk to people. Except the wizard.
Except for the wizard.
The wizard provides Jumuno huts but like recommendation for you, brother. If
Yeah.
this is your first time playing, focus on the community center.
Community center.
Yeah. So like above town hall, there's a community. Have you seen the community center? Have you left your farm?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first thing I did, and I got lost. I ended up at the beach talking to this dude who looked like Fabio from some sort of like Italian romance novel.
Oh, you're talking about I know what you're talking about.
Elliot or whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah. I don't really like the people that live in Stardew. Like,
I want to hear more from them. They just like give you little onesie twosie messages, and then like they're done. And you're like,
you can
Thanks, NPC.
give them treats, and you can give everybody trash,
oh shit.
and they'll love it.
Well, I got a bunch of daffodils I got to dish out then.
Yeah, Evelyn, everything restocks on Saturday and Sunday for foraging. For everything is important. Foraging, mining, attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like day 5 in year 1. Community center. Go check out the community center. See what you need as far as like. Oh, you have to talk to the wizard first because he has to unlock the Jumunos. Anyway, like
The wizard.
He like gives you this forest potion, and you like trip out and hallucinate and pass out, and then
That sounds fun.
it is fun. And then you can fucking like, because you can't understand the Jumunos at all. I don't know what I'm just calling Jews. You can't understand the Jews. You can't understand the Jews at all unless you like can speak their language. But once you can speak their language, they tell you of all the things that they need in preparation to give you mystical powers. And so, right, and then like in year 1, especially in day 5, because you're like 15 days in. You have 15 days left of spring.
Yeah.
And so it's like tomorrow you should probably talk to the wizard, see what you can do for community center, because you have to plant certain plants for spring. For everything matters. Everything matters.
When everything matters, nothing matters.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you go like this. I'm in year 6, bro, and I could literally for an entire year, I could just fucking farm. Like, not talk to anybody, plant shit. I mean, I don't even farm anymore because I have Jews that do it for me. I don't really do it anymore.
You got that. You got the wine too, right? You're doing the wine production.
I'm Jeff Bezos, like a motherfucker in that game right now, and it's every winter I get like over $1 million, and now I have like systematically, dude, and it's just like it looks organized, but it is all over the place, and like the time it would take to organize would be an entire month at this point, because I have chests. I have over 20 chests. I'm a hoarder. I don't get rid of anything in that game. If you give it to me, I keep it. So I have 20 chests full of junk. And my girlfriend likes to just sell everything. Like, it's so irritating because it's like, what if you need it? Like, food, you know? You could buy it from No, you can't buy it. You can forage it or farm it. And you can go to the doctor and pay for energy and health tonics. That's money. You know what I mean? By the way, melons, I think that's during the summer. Melons give you like 200 health. It's like a really, really phenomenal thing. But yeah, man, community center, that's the biggest thing in year one. Once you do that, you unlock Ginger Island. It's like there's so many expansion. I wish I could buy expansion packs for the game, because I would.
Thanks
You ever
for
play
the tip.
Dead Cells?
Love Dead Cells.
Love that game.
Yeah.
I could play that game. I played that game with no internet for like almost 6 months.
PS4, that was my go-to.
Oh, you can get it on your phone.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And you get a controller. That's what I use. It's sick. I play it on my tablet, man. But yeah. No, that game, I've been playing Stardew Valley for almost a year now. And like, I don't know, man. I'm hitting a wall, bro. Cause I need bananas, and you can only get bananas from either a sapling tree, which you get 1 banana a day, but then you have to collect walnuts to unlock the trader station, and there's only a certain amount of walnuts on Ginger Island. There's only 100, and like they're in different activities, like 5 for fishing, 10 for the volcano that you have to fucking fight your way through. It's not like the caves. The caves you can like go down a floor. Like you get a bunch of stone.
Yeah, with the stairs you showed me. I remember.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was wild.
Dude. That was, and it takes like hours to get down floors for iridium, which iridium is like gold. But gold is gold in that game. But iridium is like I have so much ore, iridium ore. I have so much like mining. I could literally become a what do you call those people that like forge those weapons and shit, like iron workers that beat the fucking
Blacksmith.
I could be a blacksmith like all fucking day. But it seems like a waste of time. Like, and it's like the game gives you this illusion that there is no time limit. There's no like, you gotta complete this by this or else like you'll lose all. No. The only difference with time is that you have 30 days in one season
Yep.
and the crops die. That's it. The only matters is crops when it comes to changing over seasons. Like, how much do you know about Stardew? Are you
Not
just
very
learning?
much. Just learning.
Do you mind if I tell you about it, or? Okay. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you have 30 days to plant your seeds, and then it takes like 7 to 14 days for it to grow, which is like half a season. So but the energy, like, you only have so much energy as you realize, like, you're on day 5, so like, you got lost, and getting lost is like, you get robbed, steals your money, sometimes they'll take your shit. Like, I think you've seen whenever I passed out and he took my...
Yeah, and you had to deal with the doctor and like getting the guild to get back your parrot's egg.
Dude,
and
but
that
now,
was wild.
but now, like, I have like 4 parrot eggs, so that was totally pointless. And like, yeah, but then I told you about the door that I found that made me want to start playing again, right? Right, and so like, but now I'm just bananas, and that's all that matters in this entire game right now is bananas, because once I get bananas, then I have Dragon Tooth, which is pretty hard to get to, because you have to slay these like, it's like they're they're like Loch Ness monsters, and you have to like slay them for their teeth. Right. I need to get 10 I have like all these these teleportation obelisks.
Yeah.
Right? You know the word I'm looking for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're giant little fucking cylinder Pringle cans that I can just teleport. Or you could resource forage and create totems to travel to said places, but like that requires mining, that requires resourcefulness, you know? And you only have so much time in a day. So it's like, for like an entire year, I just dedicated it to the mines, and I just went there and just mined. Dink, 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 you know? But then like the game eventually like starts to feel bad for you and gives you like little dopamines where it's like You don't need to go to the mines every day. You can go to the mine like once a day, but here's the thing: if you go to the mine, it's a lot, dude. It's so much, and all I care about right now is bananas, and I can't get bananas, so I don't even want to play the game.
So, is there anything? Why not focus on the townsfolk for a bit? Like try something new.
You see, but I just don't like people. I don't like them. They're annoying as fuck. Like, they stress me the fuck out. Like, I have to. There's like, so. So, everybody in the fucking world likes certain things. You know? Like, they're picky. They'll eat anything. You give them anything, they'll take it. But this right here specifically is what boosts.
Why'd you look up the answers?
Oh, dude.
Why do that? It takes away the fun.
I don't care about the people, though. Like, the only thing I care about is making money. Like, I want to be fucking rich. But it takes money to make money. Like, the house upgrade is $100,000. Then you get the wine cellar. And each cask is like, it's resources. You gotta go into resources. But, like, my entire basement is full. Like, I've reached a bottleneck where I can make 150 star fruit like every 13 days. Take all the star fruits, you put them in the fucking barrels to be fermented so that it turns into wine, and then you put the wine in the cask, and the cask takes 2 seasons, a whole 2 seasons you have to wait, and then it turns into iridium wine, which then you have to go down to the sewers, which you don't even know exists yet, because it's not like Stardew Valley just doesn't fucking tell you things. Like, you will never know that these people love these certain things. I mean, other than this, there's this, and I have a giant chest that has 4 sections with like 4 down, 40 slots, right? And there's one other thing I don't do, and it's read the notes. So they give you notes. I've been taking pictures of them. So, like, I want to get everybody something they love, glam yams, no beer. Like, it technically tells you, and then, like, mermaid show.
There's a mermaid show?
Yeah, it's the night market.
Which parts do they show? Hey. Just
Hey,
kidding.
no. But, and then it's like, the creatures known as forest spirits or Jumunos are said to appear in abandoned buildings after they're gone to seed. As a general rule, the humans leave and the nature begins to reclaim their territory. Jumunos undoubtedly appear. And so, yeah, I need bananas. That's all I care about. I don't care about money.
Bananas.
Right.
Can
I
you buy
can't
them?
get bananas. No, I can't. Unless I can trade them. I can trade 5 dragon tooth or 10 dragon teeth for a sapling. A sapling gives you a banana every like 5 days or a day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but you need walnuts to unlock the trader thing, and I've already exercised, like, and you can live on Ginger Island. It's really, really fucking, I just unlocked that shit, and like, Ginger Island has a whole farm that you can utilize that it's every season. It's all season. It's like, it never goes to winter, it never goes to spring, it's just summer, all the time. And, I mean, you don't have to use sprinklers out there, but I do, because it rains on the island quite frequently. And so I have I can make 200 star fruit, but I still have to wait for them to ferment. And during the ferments, then I go farm. I don't even farm anymore because I have Jumuno hunts to do that. And like they come out, they grab your shit and put it in the huts.
You outsourced your fun.
Well, I burnt myself out in year 3 because I didn't give a fuck in year 1. I was like, what is this? Like, this is new world. Like, whoa. Year 2, I was like, oh, like, you're supposed to, like, unlock things to make your life easier. And then in year 3, I slayed it. I killed it. Like, I did everything. I maxed out everything. Like, you know, like, going to the gym and you're fucking, like, maxing, you know? I maxed Stardew Valley for an entire, 3 months. And that's all I did. Eat, sleep, Stardew Valley. Woke up, played Stardew Valley. Like, that's all I wanted to do. And I did everything, little achievement that I needed to do And also, I didn't rely on JoJo. Like, you know JoJo, right? The corporate. That's why you're at the farm.
yeah.
Don't
Get a job with them, and then they'll pay you, and like they'll work you.
No.
It's a trap.
Fuck JoJo.
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
of it.
So I went. My girlfriend went JoJo route, and it's like, yeah, they just suck you dry. Like the fun is gone. And so you could pay JoJo to do the community center, and they'll do it for $55,000. They'll do it for $5,000 actually, pretty cheap. And then when you get to the Ginger Island, you could pay a JoJo bird $1 million, and they'll give you all the walnuts on the island. But where's the fun in that? But I'm tired of I'm bucking heads right now because it's like I have $1 million.
Oh, the temptation's there. Do you do it yourself or do you outsource?
Dude, it is hard. That's what's like. It's like it's not. I don't know. It's hard, dude. It's like free will in the game. You can do whatever.
Anything you want. Yeah.
Anything you want all day long. And it's not like you could be in year 8 and still not complete the community center. It's not gonna make a big difference in the game. But there's like Red Dead, for example. You know Red Dead 2?
I went through the first one.
Oh well, in Red Dead 2, you can be a bounty hunter and like you have to like work a certain amount of bounties before you get a bounty wagon. The bounty wagon locks the prisoners in the back. They don't jump off the horse, and they're secure all the way to the sheriff's office. Well, I played Red Dead 2 until I got the bounty wagon, and then I was done. I was like, that's all I wanted to do. Everything else was really relevant. But with Stardew Valley, it's like I get these like random like spurts of like, oh my god, that's what I'm gonna do for like 3 days straight. Yeah, and then I get bored, and then it's like, fuck, and then I hit a roadblock every single fucking time. So, best advice for Stardew Valley, bro: community center, fuck JoJo. Don't listen to him. I've never even bought from his store, not once. Like once I left that corporate job, I moved on, definitely. And then, and JoJo fight. There's a fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I think I recorded it, but I'm not for sure. But it's sick. Yeah. Like once you can meet the community center, there's like a big old fight between JoJo and like people, and like they fucking knock out corporate oppression. It's pretty sick.
Nice.
It's a really good. It feels good whenever you see him just get knocked the hell out. Because he's so arrogant. I hate him.
He deserves it.
He comes in Pierre's shop and just like talks shit and shits on the mayor. The mayor's, dude, there's so much conspiracy. Like,
Rama.
dude, there's so much. You don't even know. Mayor Lewis is like corrupt.
Is he?
Dude, there's so much lore. Like, you could look up. Everybody in that game has like a backstory. Yeah. And you can marry somebody and have kids. Did you know that? Yeah. It's like completion. You have kids, you complete everything in the game, and then you walk up this hill and you stand next to your lover, and yeah.
That was one of the things I really liked about some of the later Fire Emblems was having your kids join the team and seeing like what kind of fighters they would become.
Like Naruto and Boruto.
Yeah! I haven't seen Boruto yet.
Me neither. I haven't got past Shippuden. Season 1.
Shoot, let's see if we can find that in the library and like throw that into the list, man. We've got the videos. Oh, you already got it?
Job, pay for it. It's $24 a season.
Why? Why pay for it?
I want to own. I like owning things, man.
So
I have this problem.
if they can tell you no, you don't own it. So freedom is the ability to say no, and security is the ability to say yes. If you own a DVD, it is secure. You can say yes to watching that mother whenever you want, so long as you've got a DVD player. If you stream it, I'm sorry, you are only as secure as your connection to the internet is, or so long as you keep paying the ghost of Steve Jobs.
I know.
That's why I'm like,
It's like
Alpha Life and Eve Echoes. If you are not an alpha player, you are
working for the man.
Yeah, you're a slave to the game. Not necessarily. Like there's plenty of Omegas out there who have a good time.
Yeah,
But they're not teaching the next generation. They're not training new pilots, and they don't even fly. They post up and they let the computer do the work for them. Which I love passive play. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of Cookie Clicker, but that's not it's not fun.
not fun.
I wanna get in there in the weeds and like risk
Have you
it.
beat Dead Cells?
Dead Cells? Yeah, I beat the. I bet.
Vampire, you beat Dracula.
Oh, I haven't beat Dracula. They did a
hard.
good job pulling. So
You
all of
wanna
those.
play on my tablet through the TV with the
Not,
controller.
not at the moment. Like later
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, I want to see you fucking. I want to see your dude. I watched.
I do weird builds, man. I love poison and ice builds. Poison and ice builds, or
Interesting.
dodge and range. Any like.
Interesting.
Uh,
I'm like, I go for the second life,
uh-huh.
and then I go for regenerative health through necromancy, and then I run invisibility, so that because I move fast, I boom and keep going, boom,
okay.
keep going.
So the predator, and then yeah.
Yeah, and so because you got 2 minutes to get to the next level, so that you can get in that door, and then you can't get hit, right? And then fucking, but I got as far as like, I beat Dracula the first time, and I got one. I think I have 2 expansion packs, which makes the game even more fun.
And they're all free.
No, I paid for them.
Did you?
Yeah,
I thought they had some free ones.
I blind scratched on it too. I didn't even know the game, and I was like, bye bye.
Oh.
But I wasn't mad. I'm not mad because
Yeah,
like
no, it's a good game.
it's a phenomenal game, but it stresses me the fuck out because when you die, you lose everything, and you have to go all the way back to the beginning, and it's just brain rot. Like it's just like, what the fuck? Like I worked hard to get all the way to the fucking commons, and it's like I had to go through this and now and fight 2 bosses and now like I got it down though. Like the bosses are. I enjoy seeing the bosses, and I know like I've made progress for sure.
Yeah, I worked really hard for all this nothing.
Yeah,
I know that feeling.
I want to beat Dracula, and that's just haven't done it yet. And it's what's keeping me like mildly interested in the like. If I'm like brain running dead out, and one day I'll play it, but like. I have to have nothing else going on. Like if Stardew doesn't exist, then I'll play that. But it's like the last resort game. Stardew's way above that. Movies are above Stardew, obviously. My TV shows are pretty dead. I mean, I've watched everything that I've already have right now. I've already watched it, and I know the end of Snowfall, but I don't know like little details. Like I forgot last night when. Scully showed up to. You remember when Scully showed up to Louis in the hospital? I forgot that completely, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it's still like, whoa, the shock of it. And so like, I don't know, yeah. But yeah, dude, we gotta play. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm thirsty as fuck, and I want to watch some Dexter. You like Dexter?
I've seen a little bit. I like the concept. I haven't watched
So
it.
good.
I've
I'm at
watched
like
a lot of
season
stuff.
7. I'm like right there at the end. His sister knows that he's a killer, and they're like half-ass working together, which is like totally strange because like she's lieutenant now, and she can turn him in at any moment. So like I'm curious. I don't remember the ending of Dexter. I just remember him sitting in a room by the water with a beard, but I forgot how he got there. You know. And then I got. What's the other thing I got? Euphoria. I just watched that. It's a really good one. What the fuck? Oh, it's not gonna let me. Oh, then I got Mad Men. I think you've seen me play Mad Men.
Did Apple just say no? You're not allowed.
Yeah. It said.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. That sucks. That.
No, believe me, I know. Like, well, yeah, because I was trying to download stuff earlier over Wi-Fi. But I bought The Office. The Office was a splurge. It was $100 for the whole box set. And it was one of those things like I was like, if I got the money and I got nothing going on, I'll buy it. And I eventually bought it and I watched the whole thing and I almost cried. It's like a very good, so good. Yeah. Like I said, I don't regret buying these things, man. I like, because I got all this, like, I buy my music as well because I don't pay for subscriptions. Mm-hmm. So like, if you don't, you see how it's like blurred out?
Yeah.
I can't even listen to it.
Yeah, you got the experience of listening to it a few times, but it's a gated garden.
But
rent-seeking behavior means that you will
own
never.
all of that, and it makes the difference. Because when I run out of Spotify and I don't want to pay for Apple Music, I own all of that.
Yeah, you got the actual music.
Yeah.
You will own nothing, and you will
Ever.
like it, is what they say.
I mean, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna take all this to space with me. But I'm gonna enjoy my earthly grabbings while I can. I'll see you later. I'll let you do your thing. Sorry for bothering you.
No worries, man. You're good. That's just, it's more content, man. It's, now I can say that I'm talking
We should
about
do a
Star
podcast.
Wars. It'd be fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Like a 10.
Play some Magic or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, or just talk games. I don't
Sick.
care.
Okay.
Do you want to learn how to play Eve Echoes? I will teach you how to play
need internet.
Eve Echoes. So we go to the library. Give me another one. Ha!
I can't download it on my phone. I need to pay $58. Can't download apps. Can't do shit. Like, look, this is what happens.
That's some BS. If you can't use your phone,
Look. Well, I have no service. Right now I have no service.
Right, but
But if I
even
had
then-
service,
they'd be like, nah.
they'd be like, nah, because verification failed. Is it gonna keep doing that? Yeah.
So why do you like Apple?
I'm committed, dude. It's like having a kid. You know?
Except the kid's abusive.
Sure, but he's still your kid. And you paid for his diapers and his meals and his schooling. And you're just at 14 years old, you're just gonna be like, sorry, dude, I'm gonna have another kid. You're gonna figure it out. No, you can't do that. So I'm committed. Very committed. I bought over thousands of dollars worth of content for Apple that I could use, download, but right now I'm in a roadblock, right? Because I have no money. I have no constant income to pay for subscriptions, such as Apple Music or Apple One, which has like news, fitness, music, cloud storage for $40 a month. And yeah, iPhones are not for poor people. Definitely not. But
I don't think iPhones are for
I like the
people.
way it looks. I like the way it looks, bro. Like in some scenarios where you're like,
iPhones are for slaves.
and it's like, it's not about the Bugatti. It's about the Bugatti owners.
Gross.
It's the club. It's the
No,
club.
that's just posturing. That's just fucking. You might as well like glue a dildo to your head, man. Like just show off that way. I've got the biggest. I'll see you, man. I'll see you. So that was Austin. Good dude. While we were talking, I tapped and flew a couple systems over to Gelfven, which is a high-sec system. And the reason I did that is because we want low-tier, low-grade content. We want weaklings. We start small, and it's going to pop up with the, do you want to do the training? You can, and you should. The tutorial is very good, but what I'm going to show you how to do is not what the tutorial wants you to do. The goal here is to beat the game as quickly as possible. And by beat the game, I mean get Omega. Now, the only way to win at EVE is not to play. However, you can set certain goals for yourself. So, getting Plex, getting Omega is a good one to have. Alright, so I don't know railguns so good. I'm a cannon player, a window-licking aggro player, as Magic terms might dictate. But if you hold and long press on the thing, it'll show you the stats for your gun. And it'll tell you the optimal range, 10 kilometers. So I want to get my bad guys, my enemies, in range for that. Uh-oh, we getting shot. We getting beat up. We're going to try and repair and survive. This might be too strong for us. We're going to warp off and dock, or die. Probably die. That's okay. It's just civilian gear. We're just starting out. We've lost all of those things. Oh no, we don't have enough money to live. That's okay. You just hop into a pod and you jump into a different station and they give you a brand new Velotor. The starter ship is free. There's nothing like, there's no way to actually lose. You just circle through the bottom. There is a social safety net within the game that is a lot more forgiving than the social safety net out dirt side, where you fall through the bottom and you just get rolled in the rocks. It's not fun. There's always a choice. Like I could give up and say that Velotor is trash, brr, 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 and I am never playing again, and brr, brr, brr. Instead, we're going to jump the 5.85 AUs, astronautical units, which is the distance from the Earth to the Sun. I think it's about 7 light minutes. And we're going to get a brand spanking new POS. And we're going to take that POS and we're going to kill a frigate. Maybe 2, if we're feeling frisky. But the goal is to potentially orbit at the 10-kilometer mark. I would recommend using a box step and luring them to you to be safer. Let's see if we can find a safer environment. How do you eat an elephant? Small bites. You do it 1 bite at a time. Once we get a mining laser, this will move a lot more quickly because we can go and grab the goods. I'm going to jump to Tianaceid, even though the anomalies are going to be the same sort of grade, tier 3. What we're looking for is tier 2. And I'll try again at a small tier 3 if we can't do that. Also, like, without skills, it's going to hurt. So, current tech level, level up. Boom, increase all the way up to 6. Because this character's been around and hasn't been played with for all of that time.
Yes, it would be.
And I'm going to spend the skill points on different things. Probably the first thing I want to do is Frigate Command. Maybe not. So, the slower you go, the faster it'll feel. Like, the more time you spend considering your options and choosing, the more impactful those choices will feel. The more time you spend comparing and like deciding how you want to build, the more it'll matter. It's the more investment of moments. Alright, so I jumped into a small tier 3, and it's just a Thrasher and a Probe. That's more our speed. Now, we want to kill the Probe first because it's smaller and easier to chew on. Technically, I would recommend killing the bigger threat, the Thrasher, but since we're looking for fast and easy cash, we probably don't need to hang around and fight the whole anomaly. We'll see how it goes. Anywhere from 10 to 15 kilometers is the range on this thing. So we've got the optimal range, and then we've got the accuracy fall off. So I'm going to try and hang around at 10. The Probe is coming in close. Notice that its distance is 5 kilometers. Most folks either play zoomed in all the way or zoomed out all the way. What you really want to do is try and get the tactical plot oriented in a way that you can see the direction that your opponent is going relative to you. So see where that line is? The safest approach is to try and cross that T. So that line's going right there. I'm going to get a lead on him, and then I'm going to double tap and move in a straight line in that direction. Now what that does is that optimizes our relative velocity. We're going at a right angle to them, which increases it increases our velocity relative to them and decreases their velocity relative to us. It like maximizes the defense, the dodge in both directions. So minimizes their accuracy, minimizes our accuracy, but provides the best defenses overall. And we're just going to keep tangoing with them like that. We're going to keep doing that crossing of the T to try and survive and dodge the Probe. And he's getting us into hull and armor. It's a close fight, even though we're very early on in the game. I might have to disengage again, but we're going to hang in there all the way. We're fighting. The armor repairs are doing their thing. It's getting the 2 of them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to align to the sun or the nearest planet, and then just hope. And if we fall off this horse, we get right back on. The first thing they teach you in any martial art is how to fall. And that's for good reason, because if you can fall safely and get back up, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, you know what to do. Folks forget that Rocky lost. And there we are. We've fallen. And it's going to give us the tutorial to repair our ship. Bit off a little too much to chew. So we're going to look for a safer space and try again. You know, the real irony is I probably should never have left Orion. We're going to autopilot to Orion. It's a 0.8 system. It's T2 enemies. I know they're doable in low skill. Congratulations. You've spent an hour and a half watching me try to kill one dude. And that's my day. That's my day all day. Is like, I worked really hard for all of this nothing. And it's terribly depressing and a little frustrating. But it's the world we live in. And we can make it better with what we provide. Like, I set out to make this video about a game that I love. And I took the time to listen to Austin. And that was far more enjoyable than, you know, contending with the grind. And maybe that's the lesson here, is like, the outside world is more interesting than the things that I love. It's kind of a heartbreaker. It's like, love isn't it enough. It's everything, but it's not enough. You can have anything you need, but never what you want. What the hell kind of universe is that? Anyway, enough moping. It's just taking me a little longer to get back in the saddle is all. It's a 1 minute ride until Orion. And once I'm back in the kingdom, there's the kill mail.
Yes, I have. Well, I mean,
Lo Triste. All civilian gear. Now, if you jump through the tutorial, it'll give you a lot more tools to play with, and it'll be a lot easier to fight with these rats. You don't have to start all the way at the very base beginning, at the Tech 1, Tech 2. So I would highly recommend going through the tutorial before trying to do this, so you don't have to, like, contend with the same struggles that I am. Once we get that mining laser, though, it's going to be a lot easier, a lot more interesting, because the ship will be able to replace itself sortie by sortie. With about 270 meters cubed cargo capacity and the cost of C70 being where it's at, and like the accessibility of C70, it'll probably be pretty quick until we get a venture trainer off the market. I know a place where you can get them as cheap as 50,000, and then we use that to haul the gas. And so you mine it with the Velator, you drop it off at a dead drop, you ship it out with a trainer, which if you lose it, oh no, you lost a haul, and the trainer, you know, the IP on that is replaceable. But that's the plan for this character, is to, like, once we get the money to get started, there we are, Orion. Sing to me, Orion. All right. We're going to warp into an anomaly. It's tier 2 and should be a lot easier to contend with. Oh, except I'm in a pod. So we're going to warp into Trust Partners, Moon 3. Actually, we want Expert on Moon 3. Trust Partners is my toy box over on the main, and then Expert, or no, scratch that, reverse it. I feel like I've exhausted myself peopling. This was supposed to be a reward. It's funny. The things I try and do to feel better don't make me feel better. It's the socialization, and like, that feels good, but it's also disappointing because it's not what I want. Anyway, claiming all for the growth fund. You can have anything you need, just never what you want. What a curse. Alright, got a new Velotor. I'm docking.
I also need you to erase that 5 because you wrote it backwards.
You know, when I sat down here, it was nice and cool about an hour ago, but the sun has shifted, and now I am melting.
That he like showed his dyslexic tendencies.
He didn't know. He was just trying to be friendly, and, you know. No, it wasn't just trying to be friendly. He was just trying to get access to my computer so he could get access to his toys.
Yeah, because when he was like learning how to write before, he would have complications with making you go backwards. But I think it was just because he was young and learning. I just made my J's backwards.
People tell you who they are, believe them.
Okay, but you write the number 5 because I can't see it. I see everything.
Alright. Orbiting at 10. For the love of dogs, let's just kill a thing. I just want to do a thing with this hour and a half. And if you're grinding, it's not fun, right? The whole goal was to not grind. But maybe grinding is the cost of entry?
7 plus
Maybe that's the lesson here.
7 plus 7.
Alright. So I'm actually going to orbit close in on the target separate from the one that we're actually shooting. The reason being is I want to keep the dude that's going to die far enough away that when my bullets kill him, we're already in a good defensive position for the next guy. So I'm orbiting the dude that we're not shooting at, I believe 5 to 8. And the dude that we are shooting at, he's going to try and come in close. And as he approaches, that leaves him vulnerable to our damage. It also maximizes the damage that he's doing, but it minimizes the damage of the dude that is left over. And there we go. We got a kill. And his buddy is worth 3,700 ISK. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see what the price is on weapon upgrades. I want a higher grade railgun. Civilian ones are easy to get. All items.
Did you hear what he was singing?
Small rifled railguns. We are a Tech 6 character, which means we have access up to Mark 5. And look, they are 13,000 on the market. We can afford that. And with that damage, we're able to clear out enemies faster. 20.7 versus whatever the civilian grade is. Whatever we do, we don't want to spend any IP on these ships. Even if they fall, like, we're going to slam our head against the wall until the wall breaks. Or our head breaks. One or the other. I'm going to turn the afterburner off and focus on tank, armor tank. Whew.
I did. It was a beautiful one. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you. Perfect. There's always be about it there, except for the water. No, seriously,
And we just wait and watch. I'm going to do the same thing, the same tactic, where I orbit the dude that's closer to surviving, like the next dude in line, and I let the guy that's closer to death tank the shots and get as many good swings in as he can before he falls.
because last night I had him eating on both sides, more or less. More on the wrong side than the right side because the other night he was eating on that side, so I was like, come on, catch up left side. Well, I woke up this morning and I was still like trying to rest. But when I sat up, I was just like, and I was like, they were so full. I mean, yeah, but I also like woke up at a point where I was like, maybe awake.
All right.
Lady up. And so
Another one down.
before I left. And so I walked into school and I was like,
And that should be
yeah, man. But I was
So between 4,500 and 3,700 for two of them, that's, let's say, 10,000, 20,000. After that, we should have enough for a mining laser. And if not, we'll just clear another set of dudes.
I think that I would probably have like a similar reaction to like something. Like I'm like, why am I avoiding I worked so hard for that.
There we are. Alright, now that we've killed them all, let's look at the loot. Hey, missiles. Nice. Mark 1 missiles, 2 of them. So we're going to move in, grab those.
They need the lead for me. Can you hear that?
Come on, give me the thing. Gimme.
I don't think the controller needs coconut.
There we are. Now it's going to tell us a price when we select the missiles, a market value if we scroll down. But it's better to see it firsthand what the actual price is. Now you can buy those at 4,000 from Jita. But if you look at Renin, there's a purchase for 5,000. Now, do I want to fly all the way there to sell it for the good price? Maybe. But maybe not. Maybe I just want to hold on to it. Maybe I want to try and use it. Let's see. The DPS is 12.54 on that compared to the DPS on the railguns that I have, 12.45. So a whole 0.1 bonus there.
And this one's a shorter one.
But the benefit is they have a farther range. I think up to 17 kilometers off. That greater standoff speed or standoff distance is going to make it a lot easier to survive in future fights. Assuming we keep grinding like combat, which I do not recommend. It's not fun. Until you start having a lot more options. Like, it's a good fight to hang in there that low. But like, bases are where it's at. Bases are the most fun, because if you mess up in a base, you mess up and die quick. Whereas like on this, it's very punishing up front, and you don't really have a lot of options. Like, you've got 3 modules to play with: shoot them, tank, or afterburn. We're gonna kill one more, just to kind of like pad our wallet a little bit, and then ideally they'll drop. Let's see, a Mark 1 afterburner would be a nice upgrade. They're not going to drop any sort of armor buff, but even a shield boost or something along those lines. Like, we've got. That's the funny thing is the capacitor and the power grid, the way that's arranged, separated between the different ships. The ones that actually have the capacitor needed to do the thing benefit most from the sort of resources that are very capacitor heavy. Yeah. I'm going to set autopilot for Istidard and the Freelands. And then I'm going to do a drive-by. So this maneuver, the goal of this maneuver, is to dish damage while flying defensively. As we close the 19 kilometers, I'm going to start shooting at them at about 15, which is the outer limit of our weapon's effectiveness. It's got 10 plus or minus 5. And as we zoom past, they're going to do some damage, but not as much as if we were to orbit. Because we're going to go in close and then like joust past them. And we're into armor. That's okay. Once we're out at a decent distance, or once we're through the worst of it, we're throwing on the armor reps, going in a straight line, and continuing. And now I'm going to orbit the survivor
No.
at 9, since that's what we're closest to, and we want to minimize the amount of time where we're like aligned to them,
Okay, but I thought about it.
and do the best defensive posturing for the one guy who's left.
But they wouldn't specify who they were. Okay. I wonder if it was 2 people. No, he was.
And now we're in a slugfest.
He's too much bigger too, I think. Like,
I wish it was 5.5.
Man, I forgot how hard these early levels were.
Like,
or are.
there's space where it's
How difficult it is to get into this game.
Like,
There's a lot of challenge up front.
yeah.
That doesn't go away. It just, you know, you get more space that's easier to play within, more comfortable areas.
Yeah, what's cool is they were also Nikes, and that's what he wanted.
really? That's super cool.
I'm hoping that his other Nikes still arrive.
All right. Turning off the armor rep to build our capacitor back up, and we're just going to cruise.
I don't know. It's just luck.
We've got the positional advantage. We don't have damage, but that's
We'll see,
okay.
'cause they keep telling you that
Because,
they-
like, you hang in there long enough, you're going to succeed. It's just a matter of time and effort. Even if, like, it's only a little bit of effort, and even if it's only a little bit of time every day,
The school decided to actually recognize
whatever your goal is, you can get to it.
And Vinny did so good in class that he got a 5.
All right, one more wave, one more round of pirates. I'm tapping over to loot, and I'm going to post up on the actual loot itself. I'm going to do an orbit. And the reason I'm doing this is I want the bad guys to come to me. Now, as I orbit this little guy, this wreck,
I'm just wondering, like, how
Um,
we're going to go about this whole race. And we'll send some traffic.
I am only
And if they're the ones
maximizing my defenses relative to the oncoming aggressors half the time. So it's like,
they can put it in newsfeed.
it's a compromise position. And when you post up on an object in space, and enemies approach, they will approach either directly at you or at a slight angle.
Right.
As they approach, they're vulnerable the whole time because they're coming in like directly. But as I orbit, I'm only vulnerable in the times where I'm going towards them and the times I'm going away from them. So it's a gamble. Like half the time, my guns are going to be shooting at them with a positional advantage. Half the time, their guns are going to be shooting at me with a positional advantage. But I'll always have the option of looting the wreck and then bugging out. And as I was explaining that, they started lighting me up. We're probably going to die again, but that's okay.
But my point being is, like,
As they close in, I'm going to get in under their guns. I'm going to go orbit the slasher. Hit the prop mod to close the distance. And I'm orbiting the one that is not going to kill us to try and like maximize our defenses against the field. You want to defend against the threat, and then ideally, if you can kill them, rush down the threat as quick as possible. For big ships, that's smaller ones, but it really depends on your fit and what you're dealing with. Often it's destroyers. Any sort of tackle is unwelcome in an insecure space, but you're not always in an insecure space. It really is contextual. The true ethic is contextual.
I mean, that's the thing that's been done against me so many times. That's why I said.
All right, another one bites the dust.
That's my question is, I'm always like, it's happened to me over, partners, friends, like, there's always like that caveat,
Boom. Capacitor's dropping. That's okay, as long as it doesn't zero out. I'm gonna flutter or like stagger the use of the armor until it's below. Yep, see? One thing to note too, armor repairs repair at the end of the cycle, whereas shield repairs repair at the beginning. This means that like you're more likely to waste capacitor on the repair with an armor rep than you are with a shield booster. So I want to use it once to get back above that 50% mark. Boop. There we are past that 50% mark. And the next time it dips below, we're going to use it again. This keeps our capacitor in a really comfortable place. Though we've run out of combat, so we don't really need a really comfortable place anymore. Let's clean up our wreckage and then go shopping. See what happens. We have not yet received the tick for the combat so far, but I'm expecting about 20,000 ISK minus taxes. So maybe 15,000, anywhere from 13 to 15,000.
You want to sing it again, Vicky?
Which should be enough to at least put us in the ballpark for that mining laser. Now, remember, the tutorial will give you the mining laser. You don't need to do the hard mode like this. Especially if you're a new player, I would not recommend doing the hard mode. But if you're an old hand and like you've been playing this for a hot minute, you're familiar with the systems, the way to find youth is to go and be like a child, to start fresh and view the world through new eyes.
I'd rather you be learning stuff like that.
So we're going to autopilot. We're going to cook for a bit. It's about 3 minutes till we're back to the freelance. In the meantime, whoa, 53, Concord Pass 53? I don't think so.
You remember it?
The Concord Pass is probably the best toy that you have available, regardless of level, because it actually gives you goals and objectives to hit and promotes gameplay out in the world. Now, not in the real world. The real world has more fun games like meeting new people and raising families and things like that. But when you can't afford a roof, it makes you think you can afford anything else. Hard to stay motivated.
If it's two pennies put together, there's still a zero at the only thing that went up is the number at the beginning. That one plus one at the beginning.
All right. And that tick should come through any minute. Oh, and if you go through the tutorials, actually you get kind of a boost in the amount of plex that you're going to receive too. Newcomer training. We're just going to jump through that. I am going to do that. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Bing. Bing.
I noticed.
Bing. And it's going to tell us to stop at a station. That's fine. We're going to reach a station when we hit Istadard.
Like, you notice how it moves now? Like, it moves weird before.
You know,
Well, I'm calling you Manifest because
I tried.
No,
I probably should have just done the tutorial and jumped through the hoops as they were presented.
for like roommates, just like living.
But you can read, right?
By growling their names.
2 jumps remaining. Focus on the sensation of your breathing. Consider the inhale, the quality of your breath, the feel of the cool air or hot air as it may be. Focus on the exhale, how it feels going out past your nose. All of these sensations. How are you sweating? Is the air cool on your skin? How are you feeling? Woo, excuse me. Check in with your body. Hey, there's our tick. Let's see what we got paid. 32,800. Oh no. That gives us 50,000 and change, which is enough for the mining laser. However, if you notice that little eye next to bounty rewards, you tap that, you can apply, bing, that to double what you make. So we have enough there for a mining laser and then some. Hail yeah. And as we fly, we can buy it so it's there when we get there. At 83,000, we can afford a mining laser and a half. Am I going to buy something else? No, not yet. Though buying a venture trainer might be beneficial. All right, so going into the station, it gave me this newcomer mission. We're going to do that real quick. It's funny that we've got the graphical error because the wallet is still up.
No.
Yep. Thanks, little robot. The AI.
It was close. But look,
Bing.
look, maybe. Okay.
Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, all of that is silly. Go to a cosmic anomaly. Pirate jail.
No, you don't have to say sorry, baby. It's okay.
Warping into 1,000. And these guys are going to be more our weight class. So fighting a T2 in a starting ship, we actually went above our weight class a bit,
Look.
which is fine. And there's like a little bit of story with the different brothers. The writing is
Kinda like when time for
okay, if I remember right. Main thing that they're trying to communicate is like the same story that folks are always communicating. Tyranny rises, tyranny falls. The heroes of the previous age become the monsters of the next. And the cycles and the turns continue. And just auto cannons. Note that we're not flying, we're not doing any sort of defensing maneuvering. It is just the basic, like, here's how the buttons work. Which is good. It's a good introduction to modules. You want to shoot things with the thing that shoots things. You want to fly faster with the thing that helps you move faster.
Did you guys play hide and seek or hide?
Boom. Basic. Good stuff. They'll give us free candy as a result. Remember, right, it's skill points and then
Let's continue, because we've got 2 more answers
basic gear.
and your name's right. And then you are done.
All right.
Written portion of homework.
Endless Horizons has parked.
Do your reading log later.
Vera Fisher and DED. DED dead. Cool. And it's going to keep harassing us to continue with the tutorial. We're not going to do that for today because we had an objective. And we achieved that objective. We worked really hard for this little mining laser. There we are. So I went into the market. I went into high slots. Went down to harvest equipment. And I went over to mining laser. We want a Mark III. I believe that's a Mark III. Nope, that's a Mark IX. There we are. Mark III. And the reason we want a Mark III is because every station sells them. Or not every station, every ITC. Local, bing. There we are. Bing.
You're doing pretty good.
And I just want one.
And I can see we're starting to lose it, so good thing that we're
All right.
Minnie, stop.
And we have the littlest miner. Just the littlest little miner.
Perfect. Alright.
All right.
Plus 7.
Now,
No.
I fit that
no.
into the high slot there.
Mm-mm.
But to bring it online requires more power than we have. So what we're going to do is going to remove all of those things so that the mining laser is all we have. And it's online. Can I fit a little afterburner? Yes. All right. That's all we need. And from there, we're going to call it. I'm going to set autopilot for a system called ScarCon.
No, not on the table.
SKARKON. And so the way I do that is go into the star charts. Ding. And you can spell it, or if you know where you're looking, you can go directly to it. We're going to zoom in. I need to orient myself because I'm reading this backwards. ScarCon should be to the south and east. There's Eggbinger, which is good. ScarCon. Alright, it is directly to the right of Istidard. So there's Istidard. We are in Istidard. There's ScarCon right there. Bing.
You got this, baby. It's literally the last answer on your homework.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now write your name.
We're going to look inside the solar system. We're going to go into the station. I am hitting buttons, pushing things. Then if you just hit dock, it'll set autopilot for that particular station. Cool. Your ship is damaged. Do I want to repair the ship? I mean, I can afford it. So we're going to. We'll have to go back and repair the other ships and the other stations too when we go and clean up. But that's a problem for future us. And so, Endless Horizons. First few steps are a bit staggered, but they're complete. 2 hours for one mining laser? That's insane. To be fair, most of the time was spent talking to Austin, though. Alright. I'm gonna probably try and get a game of Magic going with him, but he tends to not actually want to play. You can have anything you need, but never what you want. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you have a good day.